Okay, it's Wednesday, the 26th of March. I literally just got home like 25 minutes or so ago, so I won't be doing those 48-hour forecast. I'll do them tomorrow. But tonight I'm just trying to get this weather out there for the longer video, and I'll post that tonight and shortly. So it's going to be probably online about 10 after 8 when I can, but I was gone for 17 hours today, so a long day. Two things before we get to the weather. Number one, what I just told you. Number two is we had the live cast yesterday on Facebook, and we got a lot of people didn't ask questions, but we got about 5,000 views as of this morning of for the podcast for the I call it a podcast, but it's Facebook cast or whatever you want to call it live, and I'm thinking about doing it once a week. Um, and if everybody would like me to do that, I'll start doing it. So what I'm looking for you is, do you want me to do it? And then if you do, what's a good time, day you think that, you can view it? Because I want to get people to ask questions and talk about the weather. Yesterday we talked about sports a little bit. So I do want people to chime in. And so give me your suggestion on days of the week that would be good and a time that would be convenient. And then I'll take everybody's opinions into consideration to what my schedule is, and I'll try to make a specific schedule to do it and let you know and do it once a week. And just let me know. Now, some parts of Pennsylvania got snow, and even in northern Jersey, some parts of Pennsylvania actually had some on the ground. So again, we kind of said there'd be a little bit, but not a lot. And then the flurries and squalls are going to be ending. This is around 8 o'clock this evening, and you can see it's up in maybe Wayne County, but it's kind of just going to go through there. This takes you to around midnight, and you can see it's starting to lighten up, and there might be just some flurries around, but it's about the only place getting anything. And then as you get to around 5 in the morning, it's pretty much dying out. And then this is around it's around 7 o'clock in the morning, and you can see it's cleared out. But the interesting part about this is it clears out, but unfortunately, it's a cold night. All of Pennsylvania is below freezing. I already took one of my plants in. Um, Elsewhere, it's maybe along the coast in southern Jersey and southern Delaware, you don't get the freezing, but pretty much everywhere else in Delaware, Jersey, Pennsylvania, are below freezing. And some areas, like up here in the Poconos, could be, let's see if we can bring this in here, could be down close to freezing, or close to 20 degrees. And so you'll see that. So here's 22 in Bradford. Here, even down here in the southeast, temperatures into the 20s. So it's pretty chilly. Real field temperature out there, pretty cold. There's 11 in Mount Pocono. Up here towards Bradford, it's in the teens. So a lot of teens with the wind that's out there and the cold temperatures. Now we try to recover a little bit, but we kind of have a backdoor cold front. You can see it right about here, working its way, and it's coming in from the north and from the northeast, and it's keeping the warmer air confined out here by Pittsburgh and then down this way in the Virginias and out towards Ohio. But it's going to keep things cold. This is the afternoon, and you can see it's pushing it northeastward, but tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures up in the Poconos stay in the 30s for the most part for the day, even up here by Bradford, where the only 50s you can find are maybe down here by York and maybe Harrisburg, and then out here by Pittsburgh. Everybody else pretty much stays into the 40s, where it doesn't reach the where it stays in the 30s in the higher elevations. As we go through the nighttime hours, this is around 8 o'clock um, Thursday night. We're not going to have as widespread freezing, but this is Thursday night around 8 o'clock. The Poconos are down to freezing, and even some places along the northern tier up here, you're below freezing. So it's chilly up there, but you'll see those areas are cold. There's some cooler areas down here, down towards Allentown, but the freezing temperatures are pretty much confined to the northeast and the northern part of the state. Now, this is Friday morning around 7 o'clock in the morning, and you can see 20s up here, colder temperatures, but it's beginning to warm up. That warm air is beginning to work its way in. As we get to the afternoon hours on Friday, this is the afternoon. You can see they're trying to make inroads, but the cold air is deep and the warm air is above, and it has to erode away at the cold air. So your afternoon temperatures on Friday are 30s to the north and 50s again down here. But there is precipitation that's going on, and that's another reason for the colder temperatures on Friday. As you can see, there's rain coming by here. We'll back this up a little bit. It's no snow. This is the morning hours. It's around 7 o'clock in the morning that it's coming into the Pittsburgh area, and then it's out by State College by 11, and then it works its way to the east and south and goes off the coast by mid after. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Basically, Pennsylvania's just in some showers, and then late in the afternoon there could be where the warm air is out here. There could be a downpour, even a thunderstorm possible. This would be around 5 o'clock, but everything not a friendly day on Friday. And then as we get into Friday night, this is around 9 o'clock, and you can see some storms are breaking up, starting to pop up here. Could be a thunderstorm. That's because warm air is starting to make inroads on that cold air, and it's making it unstable. And then this is this Saturday morning around 2, 3 o'clock, and you can see it's starting to depart northeastern Pennsylvania, but there's no snow in this at all. This event that's going to come through. Let's see here if we can get back to the temperature map. You'll see. You can see, and this is in the morning hours, and you can see the 50s are starting to stretch into Pennsylvania, and it's cutting into these colder temperatures out here. So that's I can't even say the word. That's just a preview of what's going to happen on Saturday. Now, somebody yesterday during our talk said, was it going to be 75 to 80 degrees on Saturday? And I said, I don't think so. And as you can see, the only place that's got a chance for that 75 to 80s is southeastern PA, and in New Jersey and parts of Delaware. But for the most part, Pennsylvania, you can see there's cooler temperatures up here in the mountainous regions on Saturday. It's in the 50s. It's in the 50s to 60 degrees out here in western PA. Northeastern PA, the valleys can get into the low 70s. And again, even here's Williamsport in the 71. But it's a little cooler down to the south here in the 60s. So, yeah, the whole state does not enjoy those 75 to 80 degree temperatures. And as you can see, the cold air is to the north. And this is a hint of what's going to happen next week. We're right on the dividing line between warm temperatures and the colder temperatures. So that's the part we've got to consider when we're looking at the forecast. Now, Sunday, you're going to see it tries to warm up. And this is 11 o'clock in the morning, and it's into the 60s, and you're going to say to yourself, oh boy, we're going to have a nice warm day. You know what? You're not. The warm air seeps in, but it doesn't go into the 70s again. It stays around 65, 70 degrees, and that's because you have some rain going to come across the state, and you have some clouds. And then as you see, it comes across the state basically as rain again, and the snow stays to the north. So if you're wondering where we stand, next week would probably be going to be a little bit above normal, and then the second and third week of April, we go below normal again. But snow-wise, there's nothing going to be a nor'easter, so stop asking me if there's going to be a nor'easter. It will for New England, but not for Jersey and Pennsylvania. There's not going to be a nor'east snowstorm at all. And any of the snow that does fall is going to be basically the higher elevations in the northern part of Pennsylvania. I tried to run this out and see how much snow we would have. And as you can see, northeastern PA and the mountainous regions get a little bit of snow. This is up to the 11th, and there could be a little bit more after that. So higher elevations and is about where the snow is going to be. It's going to be pretty tough to get it down. Southeastern Pennsylvania, Jersey, guys, they're pretty much done down that way in Delaware. And again, it's just got too much to work against. But yeah, temperatures will go below normal, but it's seasonally below normal, and that's the point. Seasonally below normal. So your season high is 55, and it's 5 degrees or 4 degrees below normal. Your high is 50, 51. So there's your deal. And then these kind of snow things up here, they're at the tail end of rain, or they're at night, that they could sneak in. All right, that's your update. I'll do the 48-hour forecast for you tomorrow. And again, answer the question whether what day of the week, what time, or if you don't want to do it at all week, or have me do it at all weekly. So let me know. I'll take in all your remarks and figure out what we're going to do, and I'll let you know the plan. All right, everybody, take care. Be safe.